Before you go out on another date in 2026, you need to hear this. These are three dating mistakes that single ladies are making, and it is training men how to treat them. What if I had shared with you if you were to change these three dating mistakes, you could start attracting a marriage minded man into your life? Hi, my name is Coach Honeylove. I am a dating and relationship coach who teaches single women how to position themselves as wives to start getting the dating results that they desire and attract marriage minded men into their life. So let's talk about it. When it comes to dating in 2025, you may have dated men who were relationship minded, who were not consistent, and who weren't treating you the way that you wanted them to. Maybe you didn't go out on quality dates, but you went out on quantity dates. So in 2026, girl, you are looking for a change. You want to see you smiling and being excited to go out on dates, being excited to being treated like a lady, okay? And so if this is you, I want to share with you how can you change these three dating mistakes in order for you to date better in 2026. So let go what happened in 2025, 2024, 2023. Let it all go. And for you to actually start attracting a marriage minded man into your life in order for you to get the 2026 results that you desire, right? And so I help dozens of women to start attracting a marriage minded man into their life and going out on quality dates, men who know how to treat you right. They obviously need to meet them and to position themselves to be found because I don't believe a man is going to come knocking on your door to say, hey, I'm your future husband. I mean, that would be nice, but with anything in life, it's going to take a little bit of work on your behalf. I know that I had to do the work. And so if you are motivated, if you are driven to do the work, I am here for it. Okay. So let's get into one of the dating mistakes that single ladies are making, and they are actually training men how to treat them. And I don't want to see this happening to you. So, number one is some single ladies are doing more for men than they are doing for them. So, if you are doing all of the texting, if you are doing all of the asking, when are you going to take me out on a date? If you are giving a man money, you are actually training him to take from you. And as a woman, you are not supposed to be taken from. You should be in a fulfilling dating experience where you can actually have reciprocity, where it is give and take. It is a mutual understanding. It is a mutual connection, and you are actually doing for each other instead of you being the giver, you giving, 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 and you are, girl, you are going to get burnt out. And I know that's not what you want. You don't want to continue to give to a man, give to him, and you're not hardly receiving anything. And you are going to turn around and you are going to look at him and ask him, what are you here for? What are you doing for me? So, as a woman, you cannot continue or let another day go on for you to continue to give to a man and to give to him all that you have. Remember, a man is supposed to be a protector, a provider, and a pursuer. So if you're doing all of the giving and he's doing all of the receiving, you're in a lose lose situation. You want to be in a dating experience where a man is able to treat you like a lady, where a man is able to wine and dine you, where the conversations are flowing, where you feel like he gets you, you get him, that, he wants to treat you like a lady and you want to appreciate him being a man. That's the way that it should be. So, if in 2025 or any other year where you were doing more for a man than what he was doing for you, or you weren't actually experiencing any type of reciprocity, or if a man was not treating you like a lady, now is the time for you to change. And it's okay. I get it. I used to be the woman where the single woman where I was the giver. And when I was the giver, I was attracting a relationship minded man. But when I had wanted reciprocity, when I had wanted to have a husband who wanted to be a protector, a provider, and pursuer, that's when I attracted him in my life with much prayer. So let 2026, even right now, even today, you can actually change the way that your dating experiences are going by not being the woman where you're doing all of the giving. What would it feel like? Let me ask you a question. What would it feel like if you did not give so much, but a man would treat you like a lady? What would that feel like? Put in the comments, what would it feel like if you did not give so much and you were to be in a reciprocity, quality dating experience with a marriage minded man? What would that feel like? I can almost guarantee you won't be burnt out anymore. I can guarantee you'll be smiling more. I can guarantee you that you won't be as frustrated. Oh, I know that for a fact. So in 2026, let this be the year where you do not give more than a man gives to you. I'm not saying for you to be a taker, but what I am saying is that there should be a mutual respect, mutual reciprocity, and a relationship where there is giving and receiving. And you shouldn't feel burnt out when it comes to dating. And you're going to have to put up healthy boundaries for yourself for you not to be the one who gives so much. Remember, I said this before and I'm going to say it again. A marriage minded man is supposed to be a protector, a provider, and pursuer. If you are attracting men who are takers, if you are attracting men who just only wants to give you low effort, if you are attracting men who don't know how to treat a lady, you are definitely going to be giving more than you are receiving. But when you date a man who is a provider, a protector, a pursuer, and who loves God, you can actually have one of the best dating experiences than you have ever had. Number two is giving a man too much access too soon. So if you have a life, you have a career, you have things that you do with yourself in your me time, with your girlfriends, with your family, you have that time. And then when a man comes along and he takes you out on a few dates and you're talking on the phone, you go from talking on the phone from 30 minutes to 3 hours. You go from dating him, going out on dates for 2 hours, and then it turns into all day. And then you stop seeing your friends so much. You stop seeing your family so much. And, instead of you having your own life and him having his own life, you're giving him too much access to your life. I believe that when it comes to dating, that it should be a balance. Like, for example, when it comes to your career, there's work-life balance, right? So there's dating life balance too. Until you guys really start getting serious and it leads to an engagement, there should be a boundary as far as like how much time you talk on the phone and how much time you spend together. Remember, missing each other actually helps grow the heart fonder. And you might say, girl, that's a little too old school. And it may be, but you don't want to rush the process. You want to actually have a good dating experience and you want to pace yourself. When you give a man access too much too soon, there isn't any type of real pursuit in that. So if a man doesn't have to pursue you, he feels like he already has you figured out. So as a woman, you should be able to take your time and to see if he is who he says that he is and give him time to show you and you to show him how consistent you guys can actually be together to see if you can actually build together when it comes to future dating. So if you're giving him too much access to your life, your family or friends are going to say, hey, we used to get together on Saturdays. We used to get together on Sundays, but now you with your man and your new boo, and there's nothing wrong with you spending time with him, but are you going to give him all of your time? Are you going to become obsessed with him? If anything, he should want to support your dating life balance. So if you give a man too much access too soon, you can start to feel like things are being rushed. There is such a thing of taking things too slow, but there is a thing called dating at a good pace. Because the other thing that sometimes could lead to if you give a man too much access too soon is that he'll be talking about, oh, when you gonna move in with me? Or when can I move in with you? We already spending a lot of time together. Is that what you really want? Do you want to date a man giving him too much access to your life and then move in together and you're not engaged and you're not married? You want to date a man who wants to date you for a lifetime and who wants to marry you. And what I mean by that is a good dating time frame is a year. Within a year to 2 years, you should be engaged. Within a year and a half to 3 years, you should be married. That is a good dating courtship pace. So if you're giving a man too much access too soon, you are putting yourself at a risk of moving too fast, him asking if you can move in with him or vice versa. And you aren't really talking about marriage, but you want to date for marriage because you want a man who knows how important a life commitment is. So if a man has not given you a commitment, chances are you have given him too much access too soon. You want to date a man who is very comfortable with giving you a commitment, very comfortable telling you his views about how he feels about you, how he feels about commitment, and what he's willing to do. That's what you want. So don't be the woman where you just drop everything for a man. Be a woman who values yourself. You value your time. You value your life. And you date a man who values your time, your efforts, and your life as well. So when the two of you come together in courtship or matrimony, that you'll appreciate each other. I have actually heard men say when they were dating or in a relationship with a woman that a woman and or a man, but it's specifically a woman has given him too much access and she has made her whole life about him. That he has said to himself, when is she going to hang out with her friends? Because I want to hang out with my friends. So, again, there is a healthy pace when it comes to dating. Don't allow yourself to become overly consumed. Let yourself have a boundary and say, okay, we can go out 2, 3 days out of the week if that's something that you desire. And we could talk on the phone every day, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, but not more than that because you have a life too. And you want to see how long he can be consistent and how much of a quality of a dating experience you can have with him. The third dating mistake that people, single women, are making is you are oversharing and not allowing a man to tell you who he is. So if a man asks you, so tell me about yourself and what it is that you want. Some single ladies just share their whole life story and they give every single detail. You are oversharing too much. And so what happens is when you overshare, you are sharing so much that he knows everything about you. And when you ask about him, if he doesn't share anything, it's just like you took out the pursuit. He doesn't have to study you. He doesn't have to observe. So I think that there is a balance of asking each other questions. You know, if you can share with the man, tell me about yourself, maybe your response is 1 to 2 minutes, not 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, it's good that a man wants to listen to you. Yeah, it's good for a man to ask you questions about who you are, what it is that you want to do, what are your goals, and things like that. But don't be the woman that goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And he's just looking at you and he's just smiling and he's just taking notes, mental notes. And as he's taking mental notes, you are telling him how to get you. So you want to have a dialogue. You want to be a woman who is able to listen to a man. If you share with the man too much too soon, you are taking the pursuit out of the dating experience. When it comes to a man actually pursuing you, you're taking your time, you're giving him time to show you how consistent he can be. You are seeing what type of flags he's giving you. Or is he giving you red flags? Is he giving you green flags? Is he, giving you, things that, make you think? So you want to have a quality dating life. And so if you were to change these three dating mistakes and you really started to pace yourself, you really started to give a man room to tell you who he is. You're not over giving. You're not oversharing. If you were to fix these dating mistakes I can almost guarantee you, you're going to see men who are takers, they're going to go away. You're not going to attract another taker. You're not going to attract another man who wants to take advantage of you, even in your most vulnerable time in life. And you are going to start attracting a marriage minded man into your life. You want to date a man who wants to give you reciprocity, who knows how to treat you like a lady, and who wants to appreciate you. You want to date a man who wants to show you a good time and who listens to you and even surprises you with good things, not in a bad way. I'm saying, let's say you say that you like red flowers or you like yellow flowers, and then on your third or fourth date, he surprises you because he was intentionally listening to you and because he wants to give to you, he wants to make a good impression. He's not love bombing you, but he actually wants to give to you. And lastly, you want to date a man who wants to tell you who he is, wants to tell you, what type of dating experience he wants to have. See, these are the things that I teach in the Honey Love Dating Academy. When it comes to dating, I help women to see that you are able to go from your mistakes to tweaking things and to get clarity of what you can do better and how you can attract better. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want more dating tips. But if you want to actually work on how you can date better, join the live masterclasses for Honey Love Dating Academy today. You can actually start to see better quality men by dating better within 3 months. I've helped women to change their mindset about how they view themselves, how they view men, and for them to actually start dating better quality men. Within 1 year, they are able to meet a marriage minded man, and I've seen them get engaged in 1 year. So, this is what it means to date with clarity. This is what it means to not feel exhausted, but to be confident that you're doing the right things. So, if in 2025 you weren't seeing the dating results that you wanted, but in 2026 you want to change it, it starts today. When I was a previous single woman, I know what it felt like to go through these dating experiences. And when I had made some small shifts of changes, that's when everything changed. Put in the comments the number one tip that you like today and what are you going to change? Again, I hope that this video helps you to transform your dating experience. If you are ready to start attracting a marriage-minded man and you need additional support, join Honey Love Dating Academy today. I'm Coach Honey Love. I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you soon. Take care.